Hi everyone, welcome to my channel History, Culture, History and Research. Let me briefly introduce myself. I am Dr. Ashok Tripathi. I have been teaching history at postgraduate level for more than 2 decades. Today, I am going to talk to you about a new topic. Friends, today's topic is history of newspapers in India and their impact on society and culture. As you can see on your screens, history of newspapers in India and their impact on society and culture. Friends, as you all know, the present century is known as an age of the information revolution. We live in a mass media dominated society which has taken a quantum jump since the introduction of computers, smartphones and internet etc. Every day we are exposed to some sort of radio, television, computer, newspapers and many other sources of information. Information revolution has changed the nature of our society to a great extent. Our lives are with all kind of informations, whether it may be political, social, cultural, economic or any other sort of informations. Our minds are being controlled by media. We spend most of our time taking in media information than interacting with people. Friends, even in the family, everybody is busy with their smartphones and computers. Parents don't bother to have a chat with their children. In spite of all this, role of newspapers in our day-to-day life is very important. We start our day with newspapers and a cup of tea. Friends, you cannot imagine your day without reading the newspaper. Do you? Friends, role of newspapers in our day-to-day life is very important. Print media is one of the oldest and basic forms of mass communication. You can't ignore the print media. The contribution of print media in providing information is very important. It provides us all kind of informations. Even after the advent of electronic media, the print media has not lost its charms. I think it must be here, friends. Now we will talk about communication. What is communication? Communication is an integral part of our socio-political and cultural life. We are humans and we communicate with each other. Communication is transfer of ideas. Communication is exchange of facts. Communication is exchange of opinions, exchange of emotions between two or more than two persons of common interest. In the words of Keith Davis, communication is the process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. Friends, it worked according to the social and cultural norms. Print media has the advantage of making a longer impact on the minds of reader with more in-depth reporting and analysis. Friends, why do people read newspapers? We read newspapers for news. news, all kind of news, political news, social news, cultural news, economic news, news about markets, news about sports, news about entertainment. Secondly, we read newspaper for entertainment, and we read newspaper for getting or obtaining information. Newspaper is still the most powerful medium of information of different fields. Some people are interested in political developments, some are in economic activities, some in social matters, some in cultural events. Young boys are interested in sports activities. Businessmen are interested in rise and fall of Sensex index and markets, etc. And newspaper fulfills the wishes of all sections of society. The Chinese were the first to invent the art of printing. China is our neighbor. During the period of Tang dynasty AD. So, art of printing was invented in 600 AD. The oldest known surviving printed work in a wood block is a Buddhist scripture of 684 AD. Friends, during ancient period in India, kings used to circulate news to the people as proclamations. Proclamations were in the form of inscriptions. As being a student of history, you all know about inscriptions. Inscriptions are one of the most important sources of Indian history. You can say ancient Indian history. Some inscriptions were written in medieval period too. So inscriptions are one of the most important sources of information, especially of ancient times. I am talking about India. The inscriptions throw a sudden light and provide useful information of the time. We have so many inscriptions of Mauryan period, Gupta period, and Rajput period, Mughal period, and all these inscriptions offer information about important people, important rulers, cultural status, even events existing at that point of time. So we get different kind of informations from inscriptions, and with the help of those information we are able to reconstruct our history. Friends, printing technology came to India in 1556 AD. It was the Jesuit priests who brought this technology to our country. The first book printed in India was in Portuguese language in Old Goa. Konkani was the first Indian language in which books were printed. Jesuit priests learned the language, and by 1664 about 50 books had been printed in Konkani Kannada, which is known as Kannada these days. So in India, first book was published in Konkani language, where in Goa. By whom? By Jesuit priests. According to World Association of Newspapers, the first newspaper was published by Johann Carolus, 1575 to 1634. It was his time. He was born in 1575 and died in 1634. Johann Carolus was a German publisher of the first newspaper. Friends, so you can say the first newspaper was published by Johann Carolus in Germany. The largest circulated newspaper is Yomiuri Shimbun, published from Japan with a circulation of 1,45,57,000 copies per day. 1,45,57,000 copies per day. You can imagine what a large circulation of this newspaper. Friends, the Yomiuri Shimbun is the most circulated newspaper in the world. It is published in some of the major cities in Japan, including Tokyo, Fukuoka and Osaka, etc. It is one of the country's 5 national newspapers and belongs to the Yomiuri group. The headquarters of this publication is based in Tokyo. Asahi Shimbun is the second largest, and the USA Today the third most popular newspaper globally. Friends, now we will talk about India. It was a Britisher who started the first newspaper in India. On January 29, 1780, Augustus launched the Bengal Gazette or Calcutta Advertiser. Hickey was arrested many times, jailed, and ultimately he was asked to leave the country because of his criticism of British authorities. Hickey's Bengal Gazette was an English newspaper. It was published from Calcutta, India. It was the first newspaper of the subcontinent and started in 1780, as you can see on your screens. Friends, he is known as father of Indian journalism. He is known as father of Indian journalism. He was very brave and fearless journalist, and he dared to publish a newspaper during British domination in India, during British rule in India. He was a champion and he believed in liberty of press. Because of his critical approach, he was arrested, jailed, and fined many times. So, Hickey was the person who started publishing newspapers in India. So, he is rightly known as father of Indian journalism. Friends, Lord Wellesley imposed ban on newspapers in 1799. The British East India Company did not consider freedom of press as good for society, as they tried to suppress publication of newspapers. As you all know, the Britishers were trying to stabilize themselves. So, Lord Wellesley imposed censorship on the press in 1799, primarily because of the fear of French invasion on India. He wanted to stop the French from publishing anything against the British. Lord Wellesley passed certain regulations to curtail the liberty of press. This act of Lord Wellesley brought all the newspapers under the government scrutiny before their publication. It provided that every newspaper should bear the name of the printer, that the name and address of the editor and proprietor should be communicated to the government, and that no newspaper should be published unless it had been inspected by the government censor appointed for the purpose. The penalty for a breach of regulations was very severe and was an immediate embarkation for Europe. Friends, Hickey started the tradition of publishing newspapers in India. There were other newspapers also, other early newspapers, the Indian Gazette 1780, published from Calcutta. The Calcutta Gazette started in 1784. Bengal Journal started in 1785. Madras Courier started in 1785. Madras Gazette started in 1795. Mumbai Herald started in 1795. Friends, in 1818, Lord Hastings removed the strict censorship measures, and this led to the emergence of many new newspapers. Censorship was abolished, but with some prohibitions and restrictions, because Lord Hastings wanted to appease the directors of the company. Directors of the company were against the lifting of a ban on newspapers. But Lord Hastings was somewhat liberal, and he lifted the censorship measures with some prohibitions and restrictions. Journalists of that period, of that time, welcomed these steps. The newspaper press once again breathed free air, free from fears of British administration. Many new journals and newspapers were started, as you can see on your screens. These new regulations opened the way to a free press. Later on, the same regulations were promulgated in Bombay also. Friends, now I am going to talk about a very eminent journalist of that period, James Silk Buckingham. James Silk Buckingham started Calcutta Journal, but he met the same fate as Hickey. He was sent back to England in 1823. Sir James Silk Buckingham, the famous and most controversial personality in Indian journalism, made his appearance on the Indian scene in the year 1818 by assuming the editorship of the Calcutta Journal. He was the editor of Calcutta Journal. He believed in the freedom of press, liberty of press, and he criticized the government on many occasions for its oppressive policies. Then, what was the result? He was sent back to England in 1823. Buckingham occupies an outstanding place in the history of Indian journalism, and his contribution was monumental. During the period of Lord Hastings, as I said, Lord Hastings was a liberal person. Buckingham's Calcutta Journal continued its publication. But in 1823, Adam became the new acting Governor General. The Calcutta Journal was forced to cease publication and Buckingham was deported to England. Now friends, some very important newspapers begin or came into existence during 19th century. Bengal Gazette in Bengali language. It was started in 1816 by Gangadhar Bhattacharya. Digdarshan was started in 1818, and Friend of India from Sri Rampur. Samvad Kaumudi was started in 1823 by Ram Mohan Rai, and Miratul Akhbar also in 1822 by Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Ram Mohan Rai was a famous social worker, famous reformer, and he was opposed by the orthodox class of Hindu society. Ram Mohan Rai was a very famous social reformer, as you all know. He was the founder of Brahma Samaj, and he fought against Sati Pratha, Ram Mohan Rai edited 2 newspapers, as I said, Sambad Kaumudi, which was in Bengali language, and Miratul Akhbar in Persian language. He fought against polygamy, child marriage, caste system, sati system, illiteracy, untouchability, superstitions, and use of intoxicants, etc. Since he was a religious reformer and he was against all kind of rituals and pomp and show. Therefore, he became target of Orthodox Hindus, but he never lost courage and extensively wrote against all kind of social and religious evils and forced the British government to pass some laws against these evils. He even dared to criticize the government on many occasions. He opposed the decisions of British government, decisions about social laws, decisions about educational reforms, decisions about political matters. So he always opposed the British government for their oppressive decisions, you can say. No doubt, he was the pioneer of Indian social reformers. So thank you, friends. I hope you enjoyed the first part of the discussion and it will certainly help you. This was the first part of the discussion and will be continued in the next video. Once again, I appeal to you, please like, comment and subscribe my channel. Have a nice time. Namaskar.